Imagine emotions as weather, ever-changing, unpredictable, yet profoundly affecting our lives. It's a fascinating comparison, isn't it? Picture the sky shifting from clear blue to stormy grey in just a matter of hours. Now, picture your emotions, fluctuating from joy to sadness, calm to anger, just as swiftly and unpredictably. We've all experienced these swift shifts in our emotional states, much like the quick changes in weather. One moment, you're basking in the sunlight of happiness, and the next you're drenched in the rain of sorrow. Just as a sunny morning can turn into a rainy afternoon, our emotional landscape can change dramatically in a heartbeat. But what does this fluctuating nature tell us about our emotions? It tells us that they are dynamic, not static. Like the weather, they are in a constant state of flux. And that's perfectly normal. It's a part of being human. We're not robots programmed to feel the same way all the time. We're complex beings with a wide range of emotions that ebb and flow like the tide. Now, here's where the weather analogy becomes even more intriguing. Just as we don't dismiss the weather as unimportant because it's ever-changing, we shouldn't dismiss our emotions either. Despite their transient nature, they carry profound significance. They're not just random fluctuations in our internal climate. They are deeply intertwined with our experiences, our thoughts, and our actions. So when we say emotions are like weather, we're not implying they're trivial or insignificant. Quite the contrary. We're acknowledging their dynamic nature while also recognizing their profound impact on our lives. Like the weather, they shape our days, influence our decisions, and color our experiences. But much like the weather, can we also say that emotions serve as crucial signals for navigating our lives? It might seem contradictory at first. How can something as fickle as emotions serve as reliable guides? Yet consider the weather. It's ever-changing, from a sunny morning to a stormy afternoon, yet we adapt our actions accordingly. We don't disregard the weather just because it's unpredictable, do we? In the same way, our emotions, despite their changeable nature, provide us with invaluable insights about our inner selves and the world around us. The apparent contradiction between the ephemeral nature of emotions and their role as crucial signals for navigating life can actually coexist harmoniously. Just as a sudden downpour might indicate the need for an umbrella, a surge of fear may signal a threat, or a burst of joy may highlight something worth pursuing. Emotions, in all their unpredictability, are reflections of our perceptions and reactions to situations. They are not random, but responses to specific triggers. When we feel anger, it's often because we perceive injustice. When we feel fear, it's usually because we perceive danger. Understanding these triggers can help us navigate our emotional landscape more effectively, leading to better decision-making and personal growth. Moreover, emotions can serve as a compass, guiding us towards what truly matters to us. Happiness, for instance, can signal that we are aligned with our values and passions, while dissatisfaction might indicate a need for change or growth. By actively listening to and understanding our emotions, we can gain valuable insights into our needs, desires, and values. However, it's important to remember that while emotions can guide us, they should not control us. They are one piece of the puzzle, a part of the decision-making process, not the whole of it. Emotions provide us with information, but it's up to us to decide what to do with that information. So, let's view emotions not as mere fleeting feelings, but as insightful guides. Let's not disregard them because they are changeable, but embrace them for the valuable insights they offer. After all, it's not about the stability of emotions, but the messages they carry that matter. Now, you might ask, why should we listen to our emotions? Emotions are our brain's unique way of communicating with us. They are like an internal compass, guiding us through life's intricate pathways. When we feel joy, it's our brain's way of saying, "This is good, do more of this." And when we feel sadness or fear, it's a signal that something is wrong and needs our attention. Let's consider a real-life scenario. Imagine you're in a job that pays well, but you constantly feel stressed and unfulfilled. You might think, well, I should be grateful. I'm earning a good income. But if you listen to that nagging feeling of dissatisfaction, you might realize that this job isn't fulfilling your true passions. Paying attention to your emotions in this scenario could lead you to a career that brings you genuine happiness and satisfaction. Or let's take relationships, for instance. Have you ever felt a knot in your stomach when you're around a certain person? That's your emotions trying to tell you something. By actively listening to these feelings, you might uncover that this person doesn't have your best interests at heart. allowing you to steer clear of a potentially toxic relationship. But emotions are not just about the big decisions, they guide us in our everyday lives too. Feeling irritable, perhaps you need more sleep. Feeling anxious, maybe it's time to take a break and practice some self-care. The key here is to not just feel your emotions, but to understand them. It's about making a conscious effort to acknowledge what you're feeling, ask yourself why you're feeling it, and then decide how you want to respond. It's about taking your emotions into account, but not letting them control you. By understanding our emotions, we unlock a hidden compass within us. This compass may not always point us in the direction we expected, but it will always lead us towards a life that is authentic and true to who we are. Emotions are not just fleeting states of mind, but invaluable tools for understanding ourselves and the world around us. So let's start listening. Unraveling the language of our emotions can bring about profound benefits. And these benefits span across personal and relational dimensions of our lives. Let's start with self-awareness. When we listen to our emotions, we become more in tune with our inner selves. We begin to understand the triggers that stir certain feelings within us and the patterns of our emotional responses. This knowledge can be empowering. It allows us to anticipate and manage our reactions in a more controlled and effective manner. Now, imagine the impact of this understanding on our relationships. When we comprehend our own emotions, we can better empathize with others, understanding their feelings and reactions. This empathy fosters deeper connections, promoting mutual understanding and respect. Whether it's a romantic relationship, a friendship, or a professional connection, emotional understanding can be the key to a more fulfilling and harmonious interaction. But the benefits of understanding our emotions extend beyond individual and interpersonal levels. They also contribute to our overall well-being. Have you ever felt the relief that comes with expressing a long-held emotion? That's your mind and body responding to the release of emotional tension. By acknowledging and understanding our emotions, we free ourselves from the burden of suppressed feelings, leading to a healthier mental and emotional state. Moreover, understanding our emotions can improve our decision-making process. Instead of being swayed by fleeting feelings, we can consider the message behind these emotions, allowing us to make more informed and rational decisions. And let's not forget about resilience. By understanding our emotions, we learn to navigate the highs and lows of life with more grace and strength. We realize that it's okay to feel sad, angry, or scared, and that these feelings don't define us, but are part of our human experience. In understanding our emotions, we not only navigate our inner world, but also enhance our interactions with the outer world. Emotion understanding isn't just about introspection, it's about connection, growth, and resilience. It's about living a more aware, fulfilling, and emotionally rich life. Ignoring emotions is like missing out on a secret conversation within ourselves. It's like letting a treasure map flutter off into the wind. Emotions aren't just fleeting, ephemeral things. They're our body's way of communicating to us. They're signals telling us when something matters, when something needs our attention. When we dismiss our emotions, we lose out on this incredible source of information. But when we listen, when we pay attention and seek to understand, we open ourselves up to the possibility of personal growth. We gain insights into ourselves and the world around us that can guide our decision-making, shape our relationships, and ultimately influence the course of our lives. Our emotions are the compass we never knew we had, pointing us towards what truly matters to us. So, why would we ever choose to ignore them? It's time to harness the power of our emotions, to listen, to understand, and to let them guide us. So isn't it time we tuned into this inner dialogue? As we wrap up this journey through the landscape of emotions, it's time to take a moment and reflect. Emotions, they're not just passing clouds in the sky of our consciousness, but valuable signals, guiding lights in the journey of life. To embrace them is to embrace a part of ourselves, a part that holds profound insights into who we are and what we need. So let's not ignore them, but listen attentively. Let's not dismiss them, but analyze them. When we feel joy, let's understand why it makes us glow. When anger flares, let's decipher what ignited it. When sorrow drowns us, let's fathom what caused the flood. And when fear grips us, let's comprehend what looms in the shadows. Every emotion is a chapter in our story. By understanding them, we're not just reading our story, we're writing it. Start today, Listen to your emotions, understand them, and let them guide you on your journey through life.